Imagine two people graduating from the same university. Both have high IQs, both get good jobs, both work hard. 10 years later, one has financial freedom. The other is living paycheck to paycheck. What happened? Was one person smarter? Probably not. The surprising truth is that intelligence and wealth are not the same game. In fact, history is filled with brilliant scientists, gifted artists, talented engineers, and highly educated professionals who struggled financially for years. So why does this happen? Why do some of the smartest people remain broke while people with average intelligence quietly build wealth? The answer isn't hidden in your bank account. It's hidden in your psychology. Because making money is one skill, keeping money is another. And growing money requires an entirely different way of thinking. Most people assume that being smart automatically leads to financial success. But that's one of the biggest financial myths ever created. Think about it. If intelligence alone created wealth, every professor would be a millionaire. Every chess grandmaster would own multiple companies. Every genius would retire early. But reality tells a different story. That means something else is happening beneath the surface. Psychologists often talk about a simple idea. Your decisions create your habits. Your habits create your future. Money is simply one of the places where those decisions become visible. Here's something strange. Highly intelligent people often believe they can solve every problem by thinking harder. Sometimes that works, but money doesn't always reward the best thinker. It often rewards the best decision maker. Those are not the same thing. Imagine someone spending months researching the perfect investment. They compare charts, read every article, watch hundreds of videos, analyze every possible risk. Meanwhile, another person chooses a simple long-term investment plan and starts today. 5 years later, who usually has more money? The person who acted consistently, not necessarily the person who knew the most. Psychologists call this analysis paralysis. The brain becomes addicted to gathering information because learning feels productive. But learning without action creates the illusion of progress. Your brain receives the reward of feeling prepared without facing the discomfort of taking a risk. And that's dangerous, because the longer you wait for certainty, the more opportunities quietly disappear. Another invisible trap is perfectionism. Many intelligent people hate making mistakes. Their identity is built around being correct. So they delay decision. They wait for the perfect business idea, the perfect time, the perfect market, the perfect plan. But wealth rarely belongs to people who wait for perfect conditions. It usually belongs to people who improve while moving. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. No amount of reading replaces actually riding. Money works the same way. Financial confidence isn't created before action. It's created because of action. There's another psychological habit that quietly keeps smart people broke. They confuse income with wealth. A high salary feels like success. But income is what you earn. Wealth is what you keep. Someone earning a modest income while investing consistently may quietly become financially independent. Another person earning 3 times as much may spend every dollar trying to maintain an expensive lifestyle. The difference isn't intelligence. It's behavior. Behavior always compounds, not just money. Every financial choice teaches your brain something. Every impulse purchase teaches impatience. Every investment teaches discipline. Every budget teaches awareness. Eventually, your financial habits become automatic. And automatic habits are incredibly difficult to notice because they feel normal. One of the biggest psychological differences between wealthy people and broke people isn't knowledge. It's delayed gratification. Researchers have studied this idea for decades. People who can resist immediate rewards often make better long-term decisions, not because they're smarter, because they think differently about time. Most people ask, what can I buy today? Wealth builders ask, what will this decision become 5 years from now? That single question changes everything. Here's another invisible pattern. Many intelligent people tie their self-worth to being the smartest person in the room. So they avoid asking beginner questions. They avoid looking inexperienced. But money rewards learning, not pretending to know everything. The fastest learners usually become the fastest earners because they stay curious. They seek feedback. They admit mistakes quickly. And they improve faster. Ego is expensive. Humility is profitable. There's also the fear of judgment. Imagine someone wants to start a small online business. Before they upload their first video or launch their first product, they imagine every possible criticism. What if people laugh? What if I fail? What if nobody buys? Those fears feel real. But notice something. They're protecting their identity, not their future. Your brain often chooses emotional safety over financial growth. Without realizing it, you sacrifice opportunity to avoid temporary embarrassment. And that's a trade many people make for years. Perhaps the biggest difference between intelligence and wisdom is this. Intelligence helps you understand the world. Wisdom helps you understand yourself. The people who build lasting wealth don't always have the highest IQ, but they usually understand their emotions. They recognize fear. They notice greed. They control impulse. They stay patient when others panic. And patience is one of the most profitable psychological skills anyone can develop. The next time you see someone who seems incredibly intelligent but constantly struggles with money, don't assume they lack knowledge. Ask a different question. What habits are quietly shaping their financial life every single day? Because wealth is rarely built by one brilliant decision. It's built by thousands of ordinary decisions repeated consistently over time. In the end, your future isn't determined by how much you know. It's determined by what your mind repeatedly chooses to do with what you know. And perhaps that's the greatest financial lesson of all. Your income may come from your intelligence, but your wealth is built by your psychology.